about to begin. The red door. It's right through here.
Cool. I feel like we've discovered nothing.
I know.
The last one I figured out. I don't think I'll figure this one out.
Don't think it's the girl who's been muttering about keeping Genocide Jack in.
Well, I do think she's sus. I can't wonder what. The only thing I could think of is if she had a system and Genocide Jack was one of her like alters. But like that's like I don't think that's gonna be in this random murder game. I think that would be too off.
That's fair.
Ahem! So is everyone ready to... What?
What?
Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yeah. Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
Dang.
Wow.
You king. Madeline?
It just came on screen for me.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
You really don't remember?
Come on.
Not at all, actually. I have no idea where it...
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? He's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Whee!
Just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him.
Whee!
No, okay. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. Can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible!
Whew!
That's what
So now
surprises me.
everyone's here, right? Okay then. Hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road! I'll see you guys down there!
Let's go.
Whee!
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Hero.
Yep,
Chihiro
that's who died.
Fujisaki.
Yes.
She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her.
So sweet. Oh god.
Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. That murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep,
no
someone's
choice.
standing right here!
We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
True.
Yep!
Yes.
I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked onto the elevator with shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however. It continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You are rip raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
Okay.
So the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
Bum ba dum bum bum.
Hell yeah. Set skills, maybe? We do have some skills now.
Oh, do we?
Increases the same time limit for each phase, effective during the class trial, cost 3. Steadies your aim a little bit. Effective during the non-stop debate and Hangman's Gambit.
I've been using that one, I think, already.
Yeah, because that one's already.
Oh, that one's already active. Oh, okay, I see.
Well, we got
Didn't
Can
we
we
find out
activate
last
more
time
than
that
one?
you can have like so many?
We can use up to the 13.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
That's
you
neat.
can use both.
yeah.
Okay,
Then why
cool.
not?
Trial.
Let's try.
All rise.
Let's begin
trial our
with a
best.
basic explanation of
Let's
the
trial our
motherfucker.
best.
So,
All rise,
your votes
motherfucker.
will determine
All
Hana?
rise, motherfucker.
Don't forget your trial.
Oh
So-
god, the picture of
Then
Sayaka.
only they will receive
Oh, I
punishment.
know.
Yeah, they big
But
dead.
If you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Was that a remix?
Okay then. So, first up, let's talk about
Sorry.
the murder weapon.
I'm just not gonna talk anymore.
I heard you that time.
Murder weapon.
First, we have to make clear what was used to
Monokuma
deliver the
sounds
fatal
weird.
blow.
Monokuma's a little drunk.
No,
It was the.
pretty sure Monokuma's a special trial, boys.
I'm a little drunk.
Oh,
I love that.
Monokuma does have
I'm
a
not. Not even close.
The dumbbell.
What's the weapon? Has one option.
Blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
No? Oh, damn it. Fuck. I messed up. I thought it was like
guess
an
it was
answer to
blunt.
that.
Fatal injury.
Yeah. Can we speed this up?
Was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a
Head
blunt
wound.
instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
hey, it's the locker room
We
dumbbell.
know. Click it.
No, that's wrong.
No.
No, it's wrong.
Yamakoto.
Agree that the object
Tell him
No,
it's
that's
wrong.
wrong.
blow was the dumbbell found at the scene
looks
of
so
the
calm.
crime. It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have
Yes.
caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from
Hina
here.
sounds a little
Let's
different
move
too.
on
I
to
don't know.
discussion of the culprit.
What?
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer.
Shut up,
Genocide
bisexual.
Jack.
No.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial
He's-
killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? New element has been added. Sure. Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reaction as your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep white noise from getting in the way. Press the right mouse button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. Shoot an actual remark. Okay.
That's all up to you, String Bean.
A little tap
Please.
tap.
Well, we don't have it set to gentle. We weren't gentle boys.
Gentle boys.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Oh, what did we? Yeah, we chose kind.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
What?
Hey, so speaking
There's
of
proof, there's proof.
Genocide
I just hit it though.
I don't know who that is.
I think it hit the white noise.
I have to
Did
silence
it?
it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Let me just practice.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
All right.
Case
That's
closed,
easy.
as far as I'm concerned.
Right now?
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes
Oh.
it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Yeah. No, that's wrong.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
No, that's wrong.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every genocide.
No, shut up,
case
bisexual.
in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
Boob lust!
No, honey, that's
Amen,
just
brother.
you.
But more important is the other.
Mike, I would like you to hear you say boob lust as if it
Boob lust.
Oh my god.
Never made public?
Oh, perfect.
What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Characteristic. How the victim was positioned.
I got it!
Hmm.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Because
It's because the culprit in this case.
Yes, because you are the 1%.
Fucking way.
You're saying
no, you got it, bisexual.
is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Okay.
Genocide Jack's true
Wow,
identity
so
is
casual.
Who would have guessed?
Really?
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is
Boobophobia.
yes and no.
She has boobophobia.
Another riddle.
That's why she doesn't talk to the girls.
Why is this gotta be so complicated?
Wait, so it really is an alter situation?
We.
Oh, Jesus.
Lock them up.
Not
Can be.
hands, Gavit.
Is it gonna be? Oh,
What?
Shit.
shit. Shit.
What? Oh. Is there a Z? There we go.
Oh,
Z.
do people with Aubrey?
Schizo?
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Can't call them schizo. Hang on.
I was gonna say, Aubrey, isn't that like definitely not at all the same?
That is not the same at all. Oh my god.
A little bit.
Genocide
Let me go on
Yep.
a little psych rant, alright? So
Oh,
people
yes.
who have schizophrenia are really like, people put them in this like bubble where they're like always the insane one and they're like, oh god, you have schizophrenia, you must be dangerous. Like, no, fuck that shit. People with schizophrenia are traumatized. People with schizophrenia cannot control their delusions and you just don't call someone with DID schizo. That's not even the same disease. DID is complete. Jeez, I'm so angry.
Damn.
Makoto, I'm about to fight. Look at these guns.
I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have. What did they
She's
call
not
it?
schizo, she has
Dissociative
DID.
Identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still.
Yes, that's a different disorder than schizophrenia. What the fuck?
Perfectly acceptable.
There's also
Toko's
another one.
strange behavior
There's also
after
another
seeing the
disorder called
body is proof
schizodefective
enough
or
that she has a split
schizoaffective disorder.
personality.
It's a personality disorder actually. It's a totally different thing. It's where you basically have like your mind is like broken, but you're not like you don't have schizophrenia. Like you just like have delusions, but you don't have like hallucinations, which makes you different from schizophrenia.
Her behavior changed.
I got it.
Anyway, after my whole psychological rant because I'm drunk,
Right?
Hell yeah.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse,
See.
and then, when she woke up,
I'm fine. Oh wait, fuck. I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Ha 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 ha.
Toko's also not the best example of multiple personality or DID.
Nor you should not have to be unconscious.
No.
Necessarily.
It is a very.
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
It's really dramatized and romanticized. It's really not like she should have more
Yes,
than.
thank you. I'm upset about this.
She should
Well,
have
the front and a back, a top and an ending and a bottom, and a truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone.
To technically have the ID, you have to have more than just two
Toko
personalities.
assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can't.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer.
The reason she locked
Drive
herself
out
in
the
her room
murderous
wasn't
fiend.
to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
I'm
Last
just
night,
a little
just
man.
before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it
Was
could
it about
appear
her
and attack at
bisexuality?
any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko? You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Hearing these TikTok sounds makes it so weird.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
Claire.
But don't worry, never again. Hey, sorry, I was like, what a great time for me to pack up my bacon-wrapped asparagus, and it wasn't. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
I hope the asparagus is good.
I haven't eaten it yet, but I'm about to. Hee.
That's the only reason I promised!
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Hey, I'm just a little guy.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't
Little guy on
resist
his
that rush
birthday.
you got from killing.
I'm just a little guy and it's my birthday.
I tried! I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
What if Genocide Jack's voice is just Hank Hill? Echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
It's Hank Hill.
Whoa! Well, hello there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna steal your thunder, Claire. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Why does her tongue look like that?
What did it do?
Because it's Genocide Jill.
Jill.
The frog.
The frog. Claire?
I mean, she did say it.
He voice acted it.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the heck?
Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Oh, wait. Oh, duh. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Okay, anyway.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser
I don't think I
name.
will.
And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to what's
Not exactly textbook. Listen, I study psychology, and the thing is, you're one of the worst descriptions of DID in media. However, the worst. Not the worst. Split was way worse.
We've come to know.
Yeah, I saw a split. It was, yeah.
There is no associative or disassociative identity disorder that is going to give you superpowers, and I will stand by it.
in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try and link me to that creepazoid?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about his
The police
trial
and
voice.
government and society and the outside world are totally powerless.
Just let this idiotic bloodthirsty
They're
maniac go
powerless.
buck wild all over town!
I mean,
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty
they just let this
maniac,
idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go
right?
buck wild
To
all
live
over
is to
town.
hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive.
Yeah.
The act of living
Wait.
itself causes
Not
pain
exactly.
for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide
That would
Jack.
be pretty embarrassing.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder
Yes!
someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
I miss
Do you
Leon.
really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. Hell yeah.
I tried.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
It does not.
Oh,
It does not.
it's the status of the dead body.
It does not.
Dang. Yeah.
I would like
okay.
everyone to know that I took my headphones off But unfortunately, I did still hear Aubrey singing the intro music to the bullet debate.
Thank you. I tried.
But do you really expect
Those beautiful high notes, I will never forget.
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh shit, no, I didn't mean to do that.
When you compare your past murders to
I
this,
meant to right click, not left click.
the modus operandi matches completely.
There we go. No, that's wrong.
You're wrong, bisexual. Go fuck
Are the methods of murder
yourself.
really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Okay.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Sponsored.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes
Ragu,
more
hit
sense.
us up.
There are two
Sponsorships.
clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
One difference between murders. Photos from other Genocide Jack cases look at neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Yes, it would.
In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Damn, now I'm hungry.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to...
According to my other studies in criminal justice, Makoto is correct.
Second difference is how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed with their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. What was used as a suspension?
I got it! Do you remember
Yeah, that's the
what
one.
the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well,
Oh,
in
but
all
it
the
wasn't a
previous
rope,
Genocide Jack
Maggie.
cases, something
thank God
else
he's
was
gonna
used
die.
to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's
Big Mac.
Big Mac?
Who?
Hell
Who's
yeah.
Big Mac?
Makoto.
Oh my god! Oh, girl.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Girl,
he's-
we all know he's Little Mac.
He's
more of a
that's
tiny
a different
man.
character. That's a different game entirely.
Have
I
you
know.
ever like seen Makoto stand next to literally anyone, Toko? He's like Byakuya's crotch
nugget.
height.
Yeah, he's a dick height with Byakuya.
my word. You really didn't notice? Take a look at who
Huh?
the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
I got it! Is it
Just because Chihiro was a lover.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken
Chihiro.
Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Hano Izei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Homatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naohaya, Takeshi Masume, Yudo Yumejima, and there was no end to it.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy
Me too.
girl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man,
what?
You wouldn't...
Hey, I'm just a little guy.
Oh my god.
I really like how you've been saying ew the whole time, but it
That's
like
the one time I could understand that.
Yeah.
it was really good.
You.
Thank you.
Passion and conviction to cross that line!
Ma'am, I am getting
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious
He
suspect.
kept this by him so he wouldn't
That
suspect.
does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
Damn.
What?
She's fully equipped! That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Trusty scissors by your side! You had to tie a good knot! The rope's totally out of the question anyway!
Tie a good knot, huh?
Yes, Queen.
Such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Are we talking about
The body
BDSM now?
really was suspended, right? And
Why do you
nobody
think
but
like,
the
wow,
police
they
knew
really
about
gotta know knots to tie her up like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we figured it had to be the
Be
real
not
deal,
you,
not some copycat killer or whatever.
Oh, me, right. Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases.
Here's my answer.
Wonder who
could
be.
Isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Hey, hey, hey. I'm just a little guy.
Then the reason you pushed the theory
I'm just a
of
little guy and it's my
genocide
birthday.
Jack into killing was
Fuck. So good.
because you wanted
I
to
guess I
pin the
should save
crime
that
on her.
till we,
So, he rearranged
hit
the
him.
scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Adorable glasses, man.
What's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
I can start.
Looking back at
When you told me I couldn't investigate on my own and that I had to investigate with you, that maybe that was it?
discovered the body was a
In the locker rooms. They're suspicious.
Oh, is this a pointless flashback?
Very suspicious indeed,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
you
guess
agree?
so. Huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Suspicious?
Where's my maple
Seems
syrup?
nobody searched locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker
Why would you
room
point
right
towards
away,
them?
right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro.
Are you a girl too,
Hence why I said
Byakuya?
we should check the girls' locker room.
Are you just bisexual?
That, I'd say.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. New element has been added in non-stop debates. Sure. Truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold on the left mouse button, then you'll memorize the weak spot. The memorized phase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make a case. I have no idea what this is asking me to do, but I'm gonna figure it out.
We're gonna try our best. I hate how they're changing up the rules.
So I hold down left click.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I am very
He was acting
confused.
weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Oh, you got the new
The victim
green thing.
was Chihiro.
Sorry, I
who was
peed.
a girl. So of
The
course
victim
I
was
would suggest
Chihiro.
we check the girls' locker
Oh,
room
I
first.
see.
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
What are we supposed to do?
So I memorized the victim was Chihiro, and so I'm gonna see if I can use that to take a weak point.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
if you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a
Gross.
natural reaction for any guy.
Not at all.
Victim was Chihiro, who was
So
a
maybe I memorize
The
the thing
victim
Hina
was
says
Chihiro.
first.
room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about
Let me
you wish you'd
let
taken
me
me with you.
try to memorize Hina's thing and use it against Byakuya, maybe. I don't.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
That one?
I guess, and then I'll use that on the victim was Chihiro.
Presented with the
Yeah.
opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural
I hate
reaction
hearing
for
Hifumi
any
say this
guy.
line over and over again.
There we go.
victim was
Got it.
Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
But the victim was Chihiro.
Wrong.
I'll tell you what's
Wrong.
so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see.
Ah.
That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
How about you eat my ass,
What's wrong?
Byakuya?
Is that it?
Camille.
Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with bisexual's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Okay.
By the way, whenever Kyoka gives us something that's vital to the case, we have to drink.
Okay. Library desk.
Lamp.
What?
Hey,
The difference
lamp.
between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I
I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But
Arrange the body.
it was suspended with. It was
Nice.
some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be
Taka.
something
No,
Like the
what-
first time you talked the entire time.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I forgot Toko was there.
Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
Ah, no! Damn it!
No, it's wrong.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Perfect. Ethan, have fun editing that.
I'm pretty sure you have seen
Haha,
it before.
yeah.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Ooh, look at this low quality.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
Low quality Byakuya is really good.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you
Thanks,
think?
Taka.
Then your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about
He's
right?
doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still. There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room,
They did it
then
together.
disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that
Wait.
bothers
Why are you giving yourself away?
What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what bisexual says is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he just said.
The scene of the crime.
I got it!
Yeah.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere
Bisexual,
else?
you need to stop talking.
I think it's entirely possible.
I'm very
that she
sick
was
and tired
killed
of hearing your
somewhere else,
actual voice
then
actor.
carried
Bring
there
back
later,
Mung Bean.
along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That
I
was
wonder
awfully
if we
specific.
like muted
Please
the
tell me you
entire
have a reason
voice,
for
if we could
saying
just
all
voice
that.
act these.
I don't think so, because I turned the voice, the volume for the voices is like only up 1, but I've had it all the way down before, and it's still, they still talk.
Yeah.
Hey, bisexual, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, bisexual, who had been so confident up until now, maybe bisexual never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the
Evidence
proof.
that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker rooms.
Sakura's account.
No, the posters.
I got it!
Posters?
Proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was A picture of a big boobed supermodel.
posters.
But don't you think that's kind of
Big
strange?
Big boobs!
Why would the girls' locker room
That's a
have
really
poster
weird
like that?
thing for Makoto to say.
Yeah.
The big boobies.
I bet those massive jugs of hers
Okay.
were totally
All right there, Genocide Jill.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to
I
belong
want to learn
in a
more about
boys'
this boy
locker room.
band.
So you're saying that maybe the
You've got plenty of boy
posters were
bands. You don't need any more.
And there's one
No,
other
but hear
thing
me
I
out.
noticed
If there
about
was
the
a
locker
side
room.
story about the boy
You
band.
know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you? Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed
No,
away.
it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. There we go.
Now is it Sakura's account?
No, it's a boys' locker room carpet.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room
He's got
carpet
it.
wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does
How
that
did you
mean
see
the
that? It was in
carpets
his
were
memories.
switched too? But why would anyone do
Sakura?
that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only
card
allowed
reader
her
device.
access to the girls' locker room. She had no
The
way to
girls'
get into
locker
the
room.
boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up!
Can you?
I'm telling you, I know how
See,
she
right?
could have done it.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
How would you know, Hero? I want to know.
Beautiful.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have
Is that it?
hacked her
No?
e-handbook.
Damn it.
Ah,
Son of a bitch.
Shoot!
Shoot!
Is it really possible?
No, damn it, I didn't.
Really have gotten into the boys' locker room
I meant to
somehow?
right click, not left click.
I got it! She
She's
must
been a
have hacked
hacker.
her e-handbook.
Did she hack into the mainframe?
Ultimate programmer, after all.
I mean,
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's
There we go.
handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's
no, I don't think Chihiro
wrong.
used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh,
Wee woo.
well then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
He's so casual.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is
Oh, shit.
prohibited. It says, in other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't
Yup,
make any
yup,
sense
yup.
anyway.
It's a square nail on the head.
She must have hacked hers like
That
I said.
wasn't the right.
noggin.
Her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, the buzzer starts blaring. So if she didn't use
Buzzer
Leon's
starts
handbook,
blaring.
she didn't modify her own handbook. Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys'
And
locker
this you
room.
was something
Idiot.
is wrong.
He went really ooh-woo
I vote for
for that line. I want everyone to know.
He said this was something was just
Oh my
wrong.
god.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Why doesn't Monokuma sound like that?
Chihiro was
Really?
killed in the girls' locker
Because
room.
I don't want to speak in ooh-woo all the time. Mung Bean, do you have an issue?
Hey, I'm just a little guy. And Byakuya is the only one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you there. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it
Be
again?
sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Alright, Hifumi, chill.
No, wait!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands
Gloves are
all
always
over a
preferred.
girl's dead body. It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl.
I have to wait
You
till
shouldn't
marriage.
have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
Is a boy!
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
I asked last session if Chihiro was trans.
You're joking, right?
You did. You definitely did.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben, it's really true?
This feels very transphobic.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Oh, Monokuma laughed.
That certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave
got
of
the delay.
excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. Thought it never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
I'm so sorry, Madeline. You're really glitching there.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Titillating.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still
really
think
know
you're the killer, remember?
What this clears up, though.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why was he in there in the first place, though?
You know, everyone Junko poses. Why doesn't anyone Byakuya pose?
No, I am not.
Just looking to the side with your arms crossed.
Right now, I'm telling
yes,
you the
Ethan.
truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead.
Effing with you right now.
You're free to be executed
I have more
along with the
taco
rest of
bones.
us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Yeah, what the fuck, Byakuya? That would get you literally... Oh, that would get him arrested. Everyone drink.
Yeah.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Hero, get with the
Because if we're
program.
wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in. Do you not have a mind of your own? Of course I do. What am I, an ant?
Damn, son.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if bisexual didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure about, sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means...
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, we would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
That might be it, I don't know.
Those are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Damn it.
It's all over.
Celeste's account!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At that spot there, I hesitated though.
Killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in.
Oh, we can do it now!
Over, man. Game over.
It is very delayed when you say that.
Good.
I'm wondering which one it is. The first one or the second one?
It might be the second one. I mean, we could try both.
I don't know. Because what was it? It was like their new evidence was one of them, and then the second one I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did nobody get a look at the killer? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Look at this guy.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Damn it. No, that's not it. Okay. Alright, so it's got to be the second one then.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us
Shoot.
to who did it?
Shoot.
Well,
shoot.
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Nope.
Perhaps
Get a load of
someone
this
saw
guy.
the victim at some point. Even that might be enough.
All
for
that and
now.
more with this guy.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Oh, right. Because Celeste saw Chihiro in the storage room beforehand.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all
Makoto?
making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro.
Watch Byakuya be like, actually, I have a good point. She's like, okay.
I saw him in a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when you said something that struck me as rather odd.
You want to try this line, Madeline? Are you still muted?
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Perfect.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Kyoko. Yeah, thanks for helping us out.
You know who the killer is.
Well, then say it. Okay.
Yeah, just say it.
Seriously?
Why does it always have to be us?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it. As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to
The way that
choose
she says normal duffel bag sounded so out of place with the rest of the sentence. It was like, it was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Let's explore that. And
Like they were like, that audio's corrupted, we gotta replace that bitch right now. But I don't want to talk about the jacket.
I really don't.
Softly, I really don't.
First of all, we know.
Yo, I know this case, and I don't even know if the jacket is that relevant.
It is, actually.
It is?
at some
Okay.
point, because somebody slips up and says,
Right! You're right.
Ah, yes.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit? I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
My tracksuit is black.
There.
So my tracksuit is black.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that
How do we know?
help us?
So I remembered Mondo's thing saying my tracksuit is black.
No way.
not the right thing to remember.
No?
Nope.
Do I use Celeste's account?
Nope.
Well, then what do I do?
Well, you see, just wait a minute, we're gonna have to replay it, but once Mondo gets to speaking again, you're gonna see that he says something that he shouldn't have.
Right, so should I use, what I'm saying is, should I use Celeste's account to refute that then?
Oh, probably,
What do you
yeah.
mean, the specific
Yeah? Okay.
tracksuit?
I'll try that.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because...
But the part where he says what color the tracksuit was.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, damn it.
My tracksuit is
No, son of a bitch, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
No, I remembered the wrong thing. I think it's the blue tracksuit, and then I use that to shoot my tracksuit is black. I think. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit? I got it! He picked that tracksuit because...
I thought you just used Celeste's account to shoot the blue tracksuit.
So, what
Should I?
you're saying is,
Yeah.
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him.
Okay, you're right.
What's wrong?